This is one of my favorite of most. It's out there with Mania, if not right.
I mean,
right slightly above.
it is always a great show to watch because that is the one where if everything else is boring, you can count on the Rumble match.
Even if it's not a good pay per view and a good Rumble match, you don't realize that until after.
No, 100%.
You're still enjoying the countdowns. People get thrown over. It's fun. It's fun.
Okay, so yeah, I think it's going to be so much better. The fact that I'm going to be there, I think that adds to the excitement level. I mean, you don't know. You never know. I will. I can confirm that I will be in the building. So I mean,
you heard it here first, guys. I broke the scoop.
I will be in the building.
I will, in fact, not be in the building. I will be here in my own home with some pizza and wings.
Well, not everybody is talented enough and or rich enough to just go to one of these events. It takes a special person.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
I will tell you, in the next 15 years, I'm going to be a winner of the Royal Rumble. It's going to happen.
In the next 15 years.
Yeah, I'm still young. I'm still young. They're still scared of me. They don't want me there as a problem. So, it's going to happen.
Headline Mania 50.
Yeah. When I take down the man I'm going to meet Sunday, when he's old, decrepit, I'm going to be meeting Cody Rhodes. For those of you that don't know, he's actually doing a meet and greet here in San Antonio after the Rumble. So, yes, Brenna, that is correct. 100%. See, the people love me, John. Like, they want me, and there's a demand for it. So, you ready to get into some of these predictions?
I'm ready to get into them now. Can we go over like the little criteria that we have?
Oh yeah. I think you're the one that kind of displayed it to me, and I think you have a better grasp. So do you want to go ahead and explain it?
Sure. Let me just pull it up real quick so I don't sound like an idiot. So, this is a system that I've borrowed from another person on YouTube.
We're rebranding it and doing it better.
Yeah,
is all it is.
Rebranding it, of course. Yes, the Tyler Shade way. Yes.
Yes.
So, we are going to assign the winners that we predict each a number between 1 and 5. So it's kind of like, your level of confidence, and that's how many points you get for the match. So there's 5 matches, and each match you either do 5 points for one point, somewhere in between. And there's also going to be bonus points.
Bonus points
for the Rumble matches. So these are going to be like double because men and women. So
oh yeah. Okay.
Iron Man and woman. If you can predict correctly who the person who's going to stay in each Rumble the longest, you'll get 1 extra bonus point. The most eliminations, 1 extra for each. The final 4 for both Rumbles. If you get however many of the 4 you get correctly, you can either get up to 4 points or as low as 1 point. So there's a lot of bonus points on the table here for the Rumble. And then we get into the surprises. So I put in, there can be a myriad of surprises, but let's just boil it down to your top 2 biggest and the top 2 smallest / underrated. And yeah, you just double that up. The other matches on the card, and we have a total of 35 points in total that both Tyler and I can win. There's 35 points on the table.
Well, that I'm gonna win.
That he thinks he's gonna win. Yes. So, would you like to start us off with the cards?
Yes. Give me 1 second. I actually have to bring something out to my wife. Because she couldn't do it before, so I'm just gonna set this up. Which match do you want to start with? Do you want to start with the Women's Rumble because I think that's going first, or
let's start with the Women's Rumble. Let's start off a little hot,
Okay. Give me 1 second.
Let me know how I sound in the chat, peeps. Let me know how I sound because this is very important to how I sound. All right, so let's get back into this whole ordeal. The women's rumble. Now there's not much excitement from this guy for the women's rumble this year. I'm always down to see the women, but ever since the inception of this match, it just under Vince McMahon, it's felt like it's half, if not more, legends and non.
It's nostalgia pops,
people.
and there's realistically one or two people each year that are believable to win.
Yeah, and
That's it.
Cool was one of them in the last.
And
dude, most eliminations.
I hate to say it like this, but it's because there's about maybe 5 or 6 women that can be taken seriously in the division, and everybody else is still a joke, like they were in the early 2000s.
Right. Exactly.
That's how it is. It was big for like 2 years, the women's division, and now it's went back to being a joke, unless it's like Charlotte, Ronda, Alexa, one of them.
Right. Bianca won like 2 years ago.
Yeah, but everybody saw that coming from a mile away.
But it was earned, and it was a great moment.
I'm not arguing with you.
A great Mania moment too.
I'm not arguing with you.
Predictability is not bad, is what I'm saying. Because for instance, like I'm gonna get all of mine right, and I'm still gonna have an enjoyable experience.
We'll see about that.
All right.
Well, I mean, I think the women's rumble is very predictable this year too, because there's one person who's not holding a title that's believable to win, and that's Rhea. I mean, I feel like both rumbles, the men's is a little bit more unpredictable, but again,
in a good way.
But again, it's predictable in a good way, as in there's like 4 or 5 people that could win it instead of just one, like the women's. But for the winner, I think it's going to be Rhea. I think the Iron Man is. It's either going to be Rhea or it's going to be Becky.
Rhea or Becky, okay.
And that's coming from the perspective that it has to be a veteran, it has to be somebody that knows what they're doing, because you have to have a ring general in there that can kind of.
You got to pick one though.
I'm gonna go with Becky.
X.
Yeah.
Okay. Fire. I like it.
Ow.
That's your Iron Woman.
Yep.
Now, who's going to get the most eliminations?
Rhea. I think they're going to book her as a monster, because realistically, that's how it should have been the past few years. So she's going to be a monster, and she's going to do nothing but dominate that whole match for the whole hour, however long it's going to take.
Okay.
Or however long she's in there, she's going to dominate.
That is true.
Because you don't know when she's going to show up.
I don't think Kane holds the most
Nope.
out of the men's history,
Roman,
right, or something. Roman, but I don't think him and Kane have never been Iron Men.
No.
So you don't need to be an Iron Man
To get the most
Iron
eliminations.
Woman. Yeah, you just toss them over as soon as they come in. That's what I do in like the 2K games. The second they slide under the ring, that's how I try to win. I just wait for them and just clothesline them.
The Royal Rumble is one of the better modes in the 2K games. What are we doing next? Final four for the women's?
Final four for the women's. Now, of course, you need to have your winner in there, so don't tell us who the winner is yet.
I think the final four. This one's difficult. Just because if I knew who the loser of the women's match was, I can assume they're going to join the Rumble, and I feel like they'd be in the final four because I feel like they're going to come out last. So I'm going to use that basis, and so I'm just going to say the loser of that match is going to be in the final four because we don't know who it is yet.
The loser of Bianca and Alexa.
Yes.
Bro, can I just real quick? I hate when a loser in a previous match of the night joins the Rumble.
It's stupid because they shouldn't be double booking, but the women's division is so thin at the moment.
Right. I still think they can work around it. I'd prefer a legend spot than to see someone who just lost.
Well, I do think that there is going to be a legend in the Final Four. I think it's going to be Trish Stratus. Ronda, or not Ronda, it's going to be Trish. Becky's going to be, because she's the Iron Woman. The winner, or the loser of the women's title match, and then Rhea. Those are the 4.
Okay, but you got to pick. So you said who was going to win the women's match? We have to get into that now. Just very briefly, I guess.
I'm gonna go with Alexa. I'm gonna say Alexa's in there.
Loser, okay. And then Rhea, you said. Okay, now we're moving into big surprises. 2 big surprises from you, and then the 2 smallest / underrated surprises.
Biggest surprises is probably gonna be Trish Stratus, just because she's gonna get a big pop. Because
is that a surprise though? Because she's been coming in like every Rumble every year. That's my criteria that I was going with it. That's not a surprise. I'm expecting her out of all the legends.
Well, I mean, anybody can be like. Not everybody's expecting it. Just because we're hardcore into it and we know kind of what's going on doesn't mean it's not a surprise for the normal fans.
You are correct, sir. You are correct. Who's your other big surprise?
I'm gonna say Beth Phoenix. Thank you, Brett. Thank you, Brenna. I know. Mine are all right. So if you're gonna get into a sports booking app, just take my picks, take the money, run.
Okay. So your smallest surprises / underrated ones.
I think Dewdrop comes back.
Dude, that name though, bro.
Yeah, I'm not too happy about it, but I think she comes back, and then I think Lacey Evans joins and then gets eliminated very quickly. I don't think she's like. I understand what they're trying to do with her, but I still think they're gonna kind of squash her at the Rumble.
Gotcha. She's been very hit or miss. I don't know. Maybe it's probably not her best gimmick, and not everyone probably likes it. But I prefer the Southern Belle stuff she was doing. It was like the safe choice for me. I don't care for what she's doing right now.
It's because they want her to be a heel, but she's a baby face by nature. That's just who she is.
What? Really? You think so?
100%. Everybody that met her at Fort Sam said she was the nicest person.
Gotcha. Which, sometimes the nicest people make the best heels.
Well, she's also a former Marine. And, so when she first debuted, she was a baby face, right? Or no, she was a heel. Yeah, she was a heel. I very much believe that unless you're that damn good coming out the gate, you should debut as a baby face to get over. Me, I didn't have to because I'm already that damn good. Most of the other wrestlers need to start as a face so that way they understand how crowd energy works. They understand how to feed off the crowd. They understand how to manipulate how the crowd works. They understand when high spots come, when low spots come, and all that stuff. And it's hard to do that because the heel is generally the one that runs the match. And if you're not experienced enough to do it, it's going to put you at a disadvantage, which I think hurts her.
Very unique perspective, Mr. Shade. So some of these wrestling fans could benefit from that kind of an eye. But now it's my turn to give it the correct women's Royal Rumble predictions.
Oh, did I get my winner?
You did not give your winner. Yeah, let's throw that out real quick.
It's gonna be Rhea Ripley. They've set it up to where that's realistic. The only other person I can see winning is Liv, and that's only because she has the autograph signing the next day at the Alamo Dome. That's it. That's the only. But I 100% think it's gonna be Rhea Ripley.
I can't. I'm not gonna say anything negatively about Liv other than I don't think that is a strong basis to throw away all of your prediction points on. But okay, how many points are you going to give
Rhea
Ripley
5.
winning the
Rhea's
Rumble?
5.
5. You're
5.
the most confident about Rhea winning this Rumble.
Yes. It's the only one that makes sense. They've booked her so...
Match, out of the entire card, this is the only outcome that makes sense.
No, she's the only person in the Women's Rumble that makes sense.
No. So out of all 5 matches, you need to give one match 5 points.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's not like you. If you're confident, you can't give all matches 5 points. Is what I'm saying.
I think
that's the system.
Okay, so
which match are you most confident in? You give it a 5. The least confident, that match gets a 1 point.
I'll give this one a 4.
A 4. Okay.
4.
So let me just mark that down. So I don't forget. Yeah, it's once you get the use of the system, it's pretty fun. It's pretty dang fun.
Okay, I see how we're doing it now.
Exactly.
I get it.
Just between the winners of the match, there's 15 points on the table. If you get all of
who do y'all
wrong
at home think is going to win the Women's Rumble?
Yeah, let us know in the chat.
Yeah, because it'd be interesting, all the different picks and perspectives that we get from different people.
Because if they book the match correctly, the crowd can have their backs behind anybody.
Well, I mean,
especially the final 4. Yeah. So let's can we get into my women's?
I mean
Rumble?
that. I mean, as a 5, that makes sense to me because I think.
Yeah, we're going 4.
No. I'm responding to the comment.
Oh, okay.
Brenna made a comment. She said that she was shook when I said Rhea 5. That's not the one I'm most confident about out of all the matches, but I am pretty confident. That's why I gave it what I gave it. Oh, Brenna's going to win the Royal Rumble. He heard it here.
Brenna,
yeah.
In the building?
Yeah, you're in San Antonio? What?
She's going to, run in last. Just like, what was it when Lana got her and then Becky just took her spot 2 years ago?
Oh, I forgot about that.
Brenna.
Yeah.
She's gonna hurt her ankle, and then Brenna's gonna walk in and be like, no, excuse me, it's my time.
So let's hear your picks, John.
It is indeed my time to give away my corrections for the Women's Royal Rumble match. The Iron Woman, I think you said the same thing. It's Becky Lynch. I mean, dude, come on. I'm still a Becky stan. I was low-key before everybody was, before the bloody nose, before shtick. I was there. So
the other veterans that realistically could do it hold titles.
Yeah, and unless you're Brock, that 1 year jumping in the Rumble without defending it.
Well, Brock was easy. He didn't need a ring general because it was just him. He would eliminate everybody before anybody came in.
Right, exactly. That was I still defend that Rumble. But anyways, going back to this. So, yeah, the Iron Woman for me is Becky Lynch. That's my.
We got it.
What? What are you laughing at?
We have probably my second favorite prediction for the women's match. Caleb says Santina's gonna win.
Just spoiling my predictions. Anyways, no. That's not. I wasn't gonna say that. I mean, originally I was, but I'm like, nah. I'm gonna take it semi-seriously because I kind of want to win some points. So yeah, Iron Woman, Becky Lynch. Most eliminations, I'm going with Raquel Rodriguez. Now, Triple H has got his hand on it's all in his pulse. He's got a little bit more involvement. I think with less legends, less Molly Hollies.
You're gonna give it to Raquel?
The talent who are actually there in the building, working week after week. So I think Raquel is going to have a nice showing in here. She's not gonna win she's not really gonna win. So.
Oh, this is your final 4.
No. This is my most elimination.
Oh, okay. For some reason, I heard Raquel, and by instant thought, because I've heard this from people living in San Antonio, because she's from the area, that Raquel's gonna win, and every time I'm like,
they want her to win. I'm sure if she's from that area.
Yeah.
Like what? I want Brody Lee to win everything if he was in town. Like, what do you mean? Like, so yeah.
Well, he
Raquel,
can't be
most
pinned, that's
eliminations.
for sure.
Yes, he's forever immortalized. Final four for me. I'm going Bailey, Becky, Rhea Ripley, and Naomi. I'm going Naomi, and that just kind of segues right into the big surprises. Naomi being one. I mean,
I was gonna say Naomi as a surprise.
you can't let her go. They've already let Sasha go. I think they're throwing anything and everything at the wall for Naomi.
It's just hard because we've heard her coming back so many times, and this would be the moment to come back. But is she really gonna come back? She's
gonna come back, bro. I think she's coming back, Oos. I think she's coming. So yeah, that's my pick. That's my pick. So yeah, Bailey, Becky, Naomi, and Rhea Ripley for the final four. Big surprises, Naomi, and my second is Chelsea Green. I say that's a big surprise because she's coming. Wait, was she assigned to the company at one point?
I think she was in NXT, wasn't she?
See, we don't even remember, so it's like she's signing for the first time. That's why it's a big surprise.
It's
not gonna have a big pop, and I'm not saying she's a big star.
So I agree with you. No, I completely agree that she I think, but like to me that's not a big surprise because I feel like that's like even by casual fans that's been said for months now. But like I completely agree. I would not be surprised if she shows up.
But that would still be a surprise, even if it's a one-off or they're signing her. I'm putting it as a big surprise because, like I said, my criteria with the legends who have been in Rumble matches previous years, that's not big because I expect Trish to be there. She's not even mentioned on my predictions, bro. So my small surprises are Beth Phoenix and Mickie James. I think they're gonna make the spot.
Yeah,
we're gonna get a moment with Beth and Rhea.
Well, yeah, because they gotta set up a match. They gotta set up a Bloodline or a Judgment Day versus Edge and Beth match. That's gonna happen.
A mixed tag.
Yeah.
At Elimination Chamber.
I think so. Yeah.
Singles matches or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my biggest thing with the surprised whammon. Is Beth and Mickie for the small, and then the winner, I'm gonna lean on Ripley, yeah, and I'm gonna give her one confidence point, just one, because
two very different sides of the spectrum here, ladies and gentlemen.
That's the most confident I am with anybody winning this Rumble, but I'm gonna give it 1 point, not because I'm the least confident in this match. I am more confident in the other matches, plain and simple. So, we would just segue right into the women's title match since we already know who your pick is. You can still explain why.
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah. This is the one I'm the least confident about.
Oh, really? No?
Well, there's so much going on because I feel like this match and the Pitch Black match are very connected. Storyline wise, they are. And this is one where I could easily see either of them win and either of them lose.
Okay. I feel strongly different than that.
Well, I can see if none of the Bray Wyatt shit comes in and affects the match, Bianca's gonna win. That's the thing that I think makes a difference, is that if something gets involved, like if Uncle Howdy comes out or something like that happens, Alexa's going to win. But I personally don't think it'd be a good decision to have this, have her drop the belt here, have her drop it at Mania. Because even if
Bianca.
Yeah, even if Rhea wins, she can go get Charlotte at Mania, and they can have this rematch at WrestleMania, which is what I think is going to happen.
Yeah, no, I think we've had Bianca's crowning moment winning. She's won twice. She's won the belt twice at Mania. Her going into a Mania is, I think, the next logical step. We got to see that. I personally think it's going to be a title defense, but that's predictions for like a successful title defense. Those are predictions for a future date. But you're going Bianca.
Yeah, I'll give it 1 star or 1 confidence point.
Yeah, I'm going to go Bianca as well for 2 points. I think it's almost a no-brainer. I don't know. I'm not as tuned in with this specific rivalry. I know there's this Uncle Howdy weirdness. There's the Bray Wyatt logo popping up on screens that somehow hypnotizes Alexa Bliss. However, I don't care about any of that stuff. It's cool if they do it. If they find a cool, innovative way to bring her back and involve her with Bray Wyatt, I'll be there for it because I do love me some Bray Wyatt. However, I'm just not into this slow burn crap on the Alexa side of things, and I think we will get some sort of Uncle Howdy weirdness, but maybe at the end of the match.
I know you're not too much of a fan of the long-term booking at the moment. I personally love it. I think it's awesome.
We'll get into it in the Bray Wyatt in the black pitch black.
Now, I would absolutely love to see Alexa, my future ex-wife, win this match, but I don't think she's going to.
Maybe you can hit her up with your best pickup line at the arena.
Hey yo, I might have to.
So yeah. Let's segue into the pitch.
No.
Match.
I have a question for this one.
You got a question.
Do you think this is going to be a good match, or do you think this is going to be one that we really don't remember and or care about that much?
This is going to be a bold thing to say because I don't know what a pitch black match is, but I think this women's title match is going to be the least best one on the card, you know?
Yeah.
It's going to be the one that I walked away with not remembering, not talking about, and not wanting to rewatch.
It's fair.
And I'm not attacking any of these 2 women. I've seen them perform in other matches.
Very high levels.
Bianca specifically, bro. But I'm not feeling this feud. And the potential shenanigans that could go down. If a DQ finish happens, bro, I'm done.
Yeah. I saw Bianca yesterday. She's a lot smaller than I thought in person, and she's so much bigger than Alexa, so I can only imagine how small Alexa is in person. Like,
little beginning.
Yeah. When they say 5 feet, I'm like, she has to be taller than that. No, she's probably shorter than that.
No, they probably round up like 5. She's like 5'9".
You mean 4'9"? 4'11"?
Math, bro. Anyways, the pitch black match, huh?
I don't know what this match is going to be. As I'm drinking pitch black right now. Yeah, we're not sponsored. Mountain Dew, sponsor us. I don't know what it's going to be. Is it going to be like
they turning the lights off?
Yeah, they just turning the lights off and having a dark match like Sin Cara used to do? What are they doing with it?
That's weird. I kind of liked that as a kid.
So, I'm just going to go out on a limb and say this. We both agree there's no way Bray Wyatt loses here. There's no way.
He can't. And the crazy thing is, yeah, so we're both going Bray Wyatt.
Yeah.
I don't think LA Knight loses anything for what happened to him on Raw 30, and I don't think he loses anything for taking the 3 count.
He's one of those rare characters that he hasn't even had a proper match in this feud yet, and he's already so over, which you don't see that often. He is so over with the fans as a heel, and it's great. He can afford to take that loss. Bray Wyatt cannot afford a loss.
Yeah, with all of the mystery and intrigue that has gone with Bray Wyatt and his build-up with the White Rabbit stuff that brought you to multiple links and here and there, there is a big... there's a big fan base that wants Bray to succeed, and my biggest thing is his return happened in October. We are now 3 months removed from that, and this is we're getting his first match 3 months later. I feel like it should have happened by now.
Oh, it should have happened a long time ago.
It should have happened, like, maybe Survivor Series was a little too soon. That was a month later, but they could have done something. With this, there's a little too much slow build. I like what they're doing, but it's spread super thin. It's really spread super thin, and it's drawing some patience for people who actually enjoy long-term booking, which I do appreciate when it's done well. This, I think, is dragging.
So I think
happened already. Not the pitch black bullcrap, but this match should have been done already.
So I think a win for LA Knight does more damage to him than a loss would.
Yeah, no, for sure. I think
which is wild to say, but him winning would destroy his character just based off the fact that Bray is so over with the fans and has been. And his first match, he comes back, he loses. The fans are gonna turn on LA Knight and the WWE writing staff because that's a dumb booking decision.
Yeah. So we're going with Bray Wyatt. Do you think we're gonna see the Fiend?
No, Bray Wyatt's openly stated that the Fiend is done. He's not bringing it back.
Bro, I'm just saying we saw Firefly Bray this past week or the week before. I think. At some point, not tonight, but at some point, the Fiend will return in some capacity.
I think it's a new character. I don't think it's the Fiend we were used to before. I could see a new character.
I could see a new character too. However, it's been 3 months we haven't gotten a new character.
Yeah, it's been 3 months we haven't even gotten a match yet.
Yeah, and we've gotten a new iteration of Bray Wyatt, which I really do enjoy. This soft-spoken guy who's seeking forgiveness. But is this the guy? For matches? Is this the guy that he pulls out of his deep, dark part of his soul to fight LA Knight, to vanquish this guy?
I don't think they build on that until Mania, because I think they're gonna build to a Mania match between Bray and Uncle Howdy, and I think that's what they're working towards right now.
They gotta stop doing this Uncle Howdy stuff with Alexa to get me to care about that. For real.
I mean, that's fair.
Like, dude, he's a child TV show character. Pops up out of nowhere. Hi, you kids. Like, bro.
Yeah.
We're Fiend at, though. That's what I'm saying. The Fiend was a dope character. It was just managed poorly under the man that I don't even want to mention his name, Mr. Mix over there.
Mr. Touch My Secretary.
It just bugs me every time I go back to the things that they did wrong with the Fiend. So
not even just the Fiend. They did so much wrong with so many people. Like, look at all the bad booking decisions over the last 15 years, and it's all been Vince. And
okay. But specifically with the Fiend and Bray Wyatt in general, we're on a good trajectory with him right now, minus the fact that it just feels dragged.
Let him take care of his own story. Give him who you want him to feud with, and let Bray take care of it. Because Firefly Funhouse, he was in charge of, did great. Once they started meddling with the Fiend when it came with that Seth Rollins feud, the Randy Orton feud, that's when stuff went downhill. Let him take care of himself, and he's going to make you a ton of money. Fear of a name increases fear of the thing itself. What are you talking about, Caleb? Are you talking about the Fiend, or... I'd be interested to see what that means.
Yeah, talking about...
Because it's not wrong. Like... but I'd be interested to see what you mean. But I think Bray is one of those minds, one of the few minds that understands booking and storytelling better than just about anybody. And mind you, his matches aren't always the best, but the psychology is always on point. Oh, he's talking about Vince. You're right. Yeah. Yeah.
I will say that there was a little bit of cool psychology, just a touch with that Hell in a Cell match he had with Rollins. However, DQ finish in Hell in a Cell. Whatever the hell it was.
The no contest. It's a Hell in a Cell. You don't do a no contest. That's been beaten to death. That has been beaten to death by everybody. And
dude, like Strowman and Reigns.
But
With Lesnar.
I think Bray I think this is a must win for Bray. Not that like as a booking decision to give me, like, mind you, I have full confidence in Triple H, but so I can trust that they know what they're doing. Bray has to win. He has to win. Otherwise, I'm not going to care about anything they do with Bray because I know they're only going to ruin it.
Yeah, it's just, give us that win and give us the next step in this storyline when it comes to Bray and all of his wacky, fun characters.
Yeah.
Just
Which is wild.
That's what I'm looking forward to. But how many confidence points are you going to give Bray?
I have my 5 left and I have my 3 left, right?
The men's as well.
Yeah. Well, those are the 2 I have left, right? The 5 and the 3. I'm going to give this the 5.
There's the Reigns match, men's Royal Rumble, and then you gave your
1 and 2. My 4 and 2. So I'm going to give this 3. I'm going to give this 3.
3. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me just write that down so I don't forget. Tree points. Oh wait, Bianca was 2.
Yeah, Bianca was 2. Just because I could see that going either way. I have a feeling I know where it's going to go, but again, you don't know.
I really don't know. All right, so I'm gonna.
Brenna, who do you think's going to win this one?
Yeah,
you as well, Caleb. Love to hear y'all's thoughts and opinions on these matches. Because I know we're super into it, and you guys are more casual fans. So like, I'd love to see y'all's opinions on everything.
Watch a casual fan get better scores than we do. That'd be amazing.
Hey, sometimes so I watched WrestleMania. What's the one that Becky, Charlotte, and Ronda? That was 35, right? Where they 35. So I called every match, and I was right about every one. And we went into the next pay-per-view, and I watched with a casual friend of mine, and he was just like, "How are you doing that?" And I was like, "I understand the business." We went to the next pay-per-view. I got every single one wrong, and he got all of them right because I was thinking of it as a proper booking, and he was just like, "This is what should happen," and he was right, and I was like, "How are you doing that?" Mountain Dew wins through promotion. I mean,
dude, you think we're gonna get a spot where someone smashes Pitch Black and someone?
If they don't have if they don't have Pitch Black at the arena, I'm gonna be upset because they need to.
Okay, so what's the stipulate? What are they gonna do?
I don't know.
What's your prediction on the stipulation?
I don't this is one of those things where it could be anything. Realistically, this is what I think they're gonna do. And I could be completely wrong. But I think what's going to happen is they are going to have it be a dark match, essentially. Just spotlight in the ring. Everything else is dark.
Dim the arena.
Yes.
Or the crowd lights like they do in NXT and New Japan.
Mm-hmm.
That's the safest bet. My fear under Vince is that they would just do Pitch Black and 2 cameras at ringside have a flashlight.
That'd be funny as hell.
It's horrible, and everyone's going to be chanting, "We can't see!
We can't see!" Yeah.
So I'm going Bray, 3 points as well. Look, we have so far agreed on the singles matches. It's the Rumbles that are really going to differentiate and decide who wins this.
Caleb, I will also be at the Rumble, and I, too, will be looking for Pitch Black because it's going to be good.
It's going to be wild if they're not selling it.
Who do you think's going to win this match?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you think LA Knight, I don't blame you. However, just as a fan of Bray Wyatt, I need him to win.
Yeah.
He needs to win for me. And also for himself. It's been 3 months, bro.
He needs to win for John. So you ready to move on to the next match? And I think probably the most important match of the night?
Sure.
Roman Reigns and Kevin Owens. Now,
Noodles versus Kevin Steen.
Now, the only reason I say this is the most important match is because of the story implications it's going to have.
It's one of the hottest stories, if not the hottest story in all of wrestling.
Well, let's back up a little bit and go over what happened this week. So Monday they had the trial, and Roman specifically told Sami don't show up at SmackDown. Sami shows up at SmackDown. And then, directly or indirectly, causes Solo Sikoa to get the shit beat out of him by saving the match. And I don't think Roman's going to be very happy. I don't think Roman loses the belts because it's the Royal Rumble. You're building up to Mania. He's had it for so long, you can't just drop it at Royal Rumble. It's for both belts. Now, if it was for just one of them, I could see him dropping it. But it's for both. There's no way he loses. I give this 5 out of 5. Roman's going to win. However,
if you putting all 5 of your points on this.
Yes. Roman wins.
Roman 5. That is I feel like we're copying each other.
Well, it makes sense. He has to win. However, storyline purposes, there's a lot that could happen here. This could be the match where Sami gets kicked out. This could be the match where Sami teams up with Kevin. This could be, like, there's so many things that could happen, from Jay turning with Sami to everybody just turning on Sami to everybody turning on Roman. There's so many different things that they've built up that could happen that nobody knows, and that's what makes this match so exciting, is that nobody knows what is going to happen.
Yeah, minus the outcome. Nobody knows the implications.
So
surrounding story beats.
I don't know about you, but I don't care. I don't care about who wins or loses this match. I don't care about the outcome. I don't care about the match that much. I care about the story implications going forward. That's what I care about.
You already know the outcomes.
So yeah. Yeah. Well, like, even that.
Some points on there, and then you're like, all right, give me some story.
Even that, like, this match, or this is the best story WWE has done in such a long time, where it has me genuinely excited about watching it. And I was like, I've watched some of their, like, promos, and, like, I've dogged on the Bloodline a lot because I thought they were getting stale and boring. And then
Zayn, they weren't.
And then it was the promo where Jay was like, I don't give a damn what the tribal chief says, and I was just like, oh, and then
turnaround, bro.
And then one of my friends was like, not us caring about the Bloodline, and I was like, yo, they got me.
Yeah.
Like, there's just so much going on with it where I'm genuinely excited.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, dude. I'm looking forward to this Roman and Kevin match. They put on a great one. They fought last year.
2 years ago.
Yeah. It's been 2 years. Damn. Okay, so they had a really, really fun last man standing match at a previous Rumble.
Because last year was when Seth came out to the Shield stuff.
That was last Rumble?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I thought that was longer ago. I don't know. My timeline is fudgy, especially with the more recent events, which is weird. So I'm going Roman 5 as well. It just makes sense, bro. This is your tribal chief. This is the guy who's been...
Yes, Caleb, that was you. You did say that. Yes.
Yeah, so he's been a part of the biggest, if not one of the biggest storylines in the WWE and quite possibly all of wrestling of recent 2 years. I think this is just a no-brainer, bro. I don't think you derail the story and end it at Rumble. Roman Reigns is befitting of a WrestleMania dethroning. Yeah, I think that's gonna happen at Mania. Owens.
He's had the titles.
Not the guy.
He has had the titles for so long. You cannot drop them at the Royal Rumble's it's one of the big four, but it is not.
It's not Mania.
It is not WrestleMania. WrestleMania is where you wrap up storylines like this.
And it's a moment maker. you can make moments at the Rumble, especially with the Rumbles themselves. That's mainly where moments come from for Royal Rumble. But Mania is where someone gets dethroned, a new champion is crowned. A big achievement like dethroning the tribal chief who has held the Universal Belt for over almost 900 days.
The last time a title change happened at Royal Rumble where it actually meant something for WrestleMania was all the way in 2013? Yeah, 2013. Yeah, no, 2012. It's been a long time. It's when The Rock beat CM Punk to set up twice in a lifetime.
On the Rumble.
Yes. I don't think that... Was it the last time it changed hands at the Rumble?
Dude, I don't know. No, Cena won it from Styles.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. But I mean, the last one that actually meant something was... And that's only because they were trying to set it up for the twice in a lifetime, which realistically should have been a triple threat match.
Sure.
Do you not agree with me? It should have been CM Punk versus The Rock versus John Cena.
It's a discussion for another time. let's hone more in on this. So I'm giving Roman 5 points, and yeah, I think we're gonna get a good story beat with Zayn, but I think it's gonna bleed a little bit into the Rumble. So let's get into the men's Rumble.
This is the one.
Is it?
This is the one that I am the most excited for.
Yes.
Because you don't know in this one genuinely what's going to happen.
Not at all.
Who does everybody in the chat think's going to win the men's Rumble? Genuinely, I'm excited to see.
Throw a name.
Throw some names out there. We got 8 viewers, so I'm excited to see who everybody thinks. Me. This is...
Hold on, we got to go through the list again.
Oh, yeah.
Your Iron Man.
Cody.
For the Royal Rumble.
Cody Rhodes.
Cody.
He's going to come in at number 3, and he's going to last, I think, till the final 2.
All right. So.
Oh, we have somebody saying Sammy.
Sammy, okay, Caleb. That's a popular pick at the moment.
It is a very popular pick at the yeah. He's that's
most eliminations for you, sir.
This one's hard. Because I don't like the Iron Man having the most eliminations.
No, they're like almost never the same 2 people.
I know. However, Brock. I forgot Brock's in it. Yeah, Brock. Yeah. Because he kills when he's in Royal Rumbles, bro.
Okay. You're going Brock.
Yep.
So real quick, let me put that down so I don't lose.
Bork Laser for our UFC fans.
Bork Laser, dude. What's Bork Laser doing in the Impact Zone? So you went Cody for Iron
Man. He's going to come in at 3, and I think he's going to be the last one eliminated. If he gets eliminated. I still haven't decided on my winner yet. There's a little segment I want to do. I want to do something that we didn't do for the Women's Rumble.
What? Well, we had to now.
I want to do 5 surprise entrants.
But that's too many points.
Well, I just want to hear your opinion on who you think is, because there's 11 unknowns.
You pick the 2. You pick the 2. Well, there's 10 now because Brock announced himself this morning.
He announced it last night, and no, even with Brock, there's 11 more to be decided. They only have 19.
We're just gonna do 2 big and 2 small.
Okay.
Because there's too many points to calculate. 2 big. So you can name as many as you want. Right?
Okay. So the final 4 is that the next one?
Final 4.
Cody, Sammy, Dwayne.
Damn, I didn't even.
This is where it gets hard because there's so many that could and would make sense. Edge.
Oh. That's a good. You're right. I love when they do like a two modern day guys and two back in the day. All right. So your two biggest surprises. I mean, Dwayne. Why did I actually write Dwayne? I write Rock. What do you think? Dwayne The Rock Johnson. He's got to be one of your big surprises.
So my brother for some reason can't put in the chat, but he said he thinks Brock's gonna win.
Oh, okay. Brock's gonna win.
Yep. If Brock wins, he has to drop the title though. Or Roman would have to drop the title
To get his win back, right?
No, Roman, because what was SummerSlam? The last match they were gonna have. They've had too many matches. They cannot do another Rock versus Roman.
Says who?
Bro, there would be so many people that would like not watch Mania because of how many times they've done it.
No, but Vince don't give a crap.
Vince isn't back. He's not in charge.
I'm just saying.
Just saying. So my two big surprises is The Rock and Stone Cold.
I think Rock and Stone Cold.
And my two minor surprises are smaller. I think everybody sees Pat McAfee coming back. I really do. It's the perfect time. All this college football stuff is done. He's been dropping hints on his show. I think everybody sees him coming back. Right?
Right.
The other one is Big E. He's been out for a long time. He's been doing appearances now. There's been videos of him taking bumps on Twitter in a mask, but you can still tell because there aren't many people that big out there.
Right.
Yeah, like you can tell who it is. I think he comes back, and I think we get a little New Day reunion in the ring.
That's a beautiful moment, sir.
Like, no, I mean, you got to do it. You got to. Because there were reports he might never wrestle again.
I mean, yeah.
He broke
these injuries, bro.
Yeah. Neck injuries are super scary, bro.
Yeah. For sure.
And then the winner. Let's say the winner together, because I don't know.
I'm not saying my winner until my...
Go through all the other picks. No, go through all go through all your other stuff first.
Because we got the same winner?
I don't know. I don't know.
Probably. Okay, so my Iron Man, I'm going with Seth Rollins. I think he's been killing it, and he needs this. I think he needs this, and I think he's just gonna naturally do it. I think he's gonna be that Iron Man that lasts the longest. So that's my pick for him.
So do you think he comes in 1 or 2?
Doesn't matter. It could be 2.
Well, for him to be the Iron Man, he would have to come before Cody.
No.
Why?
He could be eliminated beforehand. Iron Man is like never the last 4 or the last 2.
So the Iron Man is typically the person that's in the ring the longest during the match.
That's. I know what an Iron Man.
Yeah, but if Cody comes in 3, never mind.
I'm not saying he comes in 3. I'm not predicting who comes in at what point.
No, he gave the number he's coming out already.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
Where?
On Twitter. When they had the vignette where they announced him coming back, all they put on Twitter was the number 3, and everybody's like, "Oh, that's when you're coming back. That's the number."
No, he was putting out 3 vignettes. There was 3, and each one he posted had 1 in the title, 2 for the second vignette, 3 for the third vignette.
I still think he comes out 3rd.
I think you're reading too much into that. Okay, so going into it, so Iron Man, Seth, most eliminations. I'm going with Gunther.
I didn't even think about him.
He's not
Oh,
doing jack shit on this pay-per-view, and that's a shame. So I think they give him the most
so
eliminations, and they give him a great showing.
oh, I think they set up a feud in the Rumble.
Of course, he's gonna set up feuds.
No, with Imperium.
Oh, of course.
Imperium and New Day with Big E coming back, just face up in the middle of the ring. That would be awesome.
Big E versus Gunther.
Yeah, that would be
elimination for Mania.
that would be so cool.
But I'm not banking. I'm not okay. I'm just gonna say Big E's not part of my predictions.
Oh, okay.
That would be amazing if he came back, though. It would be.
Yeah.
So I'm going into Final Four. It's gonna be Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, I think that's the safe bet for everybody. Like,
And I think this is where I'm all over. This is where I feel like I'm falling apart. But I'm going with just a fun Rumble. Cody, Gunther, Sami Zayn, and Jey Uso.
I'm not mad about it. I'm not. That would be
They all team up and throw Gunther over.
you have to. He is a beast of a man, bro.
Bro, imagine if he chops somebody so hard they fly over the top rope. Like, that would be an amazing elimination.
I could believe it from him. Like those matches him and Sheamus put on where they're just beating the shit out of each other.
Yeah, dude. So yeah, I think a story becomes where we're gonna get segments with the Bloodline with Sammy and possibly Roman throughout the show, and I think we're gonna have something where he's got a final test. He kept mentioning like he's got a final test.
Win the Rumble or something. I don't think it's gonna be win the Rumble.
But he's like, you better win this Rumble or I'm gonna beat your ass.
I don't think it's gonna be win the Rumble. I think it's gonna be cost Kevin Owens the match. I think he's gonna have to do something to KO. Because winning the Rumble is just such a hard thing. You know what I mean?
It's a hard thing, so I think he will come this close in the Final Four. I think he will, and I think by extension he brings Jay with him. So yeah, those are my picks: Cody, Gunther, Jey Uso, and Sami Zayn. The two big surprises I got. I mean, Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock. Bro, imagine not just who they can meet in the Rumble.
Each other.
Just that big pop of having these two face off again for the first time since... When was 19? 2003 or something?
2001?
I don't remember. 2001, yeah. Bro.
Somewhere in there?
Imagine. They've come back here and there for so many different Raw and SmackDown appearances, WrestleMania appearances, but I don't think they've faced off since then.
Nope. I think we're gonna get Brock looking at Stone Cold like a face off. I think we're gonna get Cena, Stone Cold, Cena, The Rock, because Cena's coming back. He's going to.
That was just a little too easy. I feel like that's still gonna be a really dope moment, but I wanted to go a little bit above and beyond with these rumors of Austin having another match with the Rock rumors been happening for over a year now. I think a Rumble spot would be so...
I think what cemented it in everybody's mind is when he was like, I'm not in shape enough. And everybody's like, yeah, bullshit.
Bro, and then, did you see Roman on Fallon last night?
What do you say?
Bro, so like it looked like he was a little bit out of character, but he said the same thing. He's like, yeah, I know everyone gives him like the stink eye when he says he's not in shape. I mean, it's one thing to lift weights, but it's a whole nother beast to train for a main event match, which I understand.
It is. It 100% is, because ring shape, you can be in great shape, but being in ring shape is completely different. You have to be able to take the bumps, get up. You have to be able to run the ropes, do all that stuff. You're gonna tell me The Rock isn't in shape for this?
I don't buy it.
I don't buy it.
Yeah, I don't.
Well, this is, if they were gonna do it, this is the only opportunity because he doesn't have any movies for the next few months. If not now, it's never gonna happen.
Yeah, Vin Diesel's not letting him in Fast X. That's just not happening. So, and then they might have put Jumanji 3, 4, 5, and 6 on hold. So we're good. I think we're set up. and this is all a ruse. That is what I strongly believe. This is all a ruse, and The Rock is going to show up at some capacity, at least somewhere in the timeline of the road to WrestleMania. He will show up. My winner with 4 confidence points. With 4. How many are you putting down for the winner?
What's the one I have left?
1.
With 1 confidence point.
Yeah.
I'm not. That makes sense for this Rumble because I can see so many things, and this never happens to me. Like normally, I can tell you who's going to win the Rumble. Like you and I have had conversations over the last few years, and I think both of us has been in agreement every year, and we both know who's going to win. I do not know for this one, and that's what excites me the most. If they can make me
throwing points at it.
If they can make me question myself and my confidence as who's going to win, they're doing a good job. Now, mind you, Cody is the safe answer. He's coming back from that pec tear. He is the safe answer. However, the Sami storyline is very interesting. He could win. I don't think it's going to be Sami, genuinely. The Rock, if he shows up, it sets it up itself. It could be John, and they could do something with that. I know that's not a happy answer, but that could happen. It could be Randy. Randy could come back and win. Like there's so many things that could happen, and that's what makes this match so exciting for the first time. And
I have loaded thoughts about everybody you just said, but who's winning? Who's winning, bro? Who's winning? Should we say it at the same time?
Mm-mm. You say it first because I don't know. You know what? I'll go Cody. Cody's the safest answer.
And Cody's the winner. Cody's the winner. And but you're going 1 point. I'm going 4. I think this is the story to tell. I will throw in the caveat. The story has been derailed by his injury.
Yeah,
it has. It's not as hot. There is every chance. There is a danger if you have Sami Zayn in this match and he gets eliminated that they start booing. That is a possibility.
No,
I don't think it's going to be
absolutely not.
Like
absolutely not. No.
I don't think it's going to be nuclear like Daniel Bryan, but
I disagree. I think if Cody gets eliminated, nuclear heat. Because he's the favorite for everybody. Everybody thinks Cody's going to win.
I don't think they would go like ape shit if Cody. I think it's equal for Cody and Sami because Sami's been holding down and keeping that crowd hot his entire injury.
Yeah.
And there, I'm not saying again, none of these two is Daniel Bryan level. But
well,
if it's early on, if any of these two get eliminated early on, this is why I put them in the final 4. If any of these two get eliminated early on, I feel like some people check out.
Who would everybody in the chat, who would you guys be most upset to see eliminated?
At least, yeah. With those two, final 4, bro. Final 4 enough.
If they're not the final 4. If those two are not in the final 4, like, I understand Sami wasn't in my final 4, but, like, I can see the push for it and the want for it. This is what I think, that they genuinely believe, that as long as The Rock is in the final 4, that everybody's going to be happy.
Yeah. Man, like, because that was the thing, because you said Rock would be in the final 4. I put him down as my big surprise, but I don't know if he goes into the final 4. I like mine. I like my things so much better. I don't know. So,
well, I'm just
going balls to the walls with Stone Cold and Rock.
I'm just thinking about from the business aspect. That would be such a great draw and generate so much more excitement for WrestleMania if those two were in the final 4. And I think, especially now with it being 2 nights, they have to generate more excitement for WrestleMania. Because when it was one night, when it was one night, it was easier to go. But like 2 nights is a lot of wrestling. And for like you and I are gonna watch it regardless. But like
last year, it was something like between 3 and 4 hours per night.
Yeah, it was 8 hours.
7-8 hour one night thing. And the crowd during, like we mentioned, the triple threat women's match in 35, the crowd was dead.
They were still hot. Don't get me wrong. They were still hot.
Barely. When the bell rang.
Oh yeah, when the bell rang, they were done. But when the match got more exciting, they woke up again. But splitting it in 2 nights, it's just like on a Saturday night, an 8-hour show. You have Sunday to recover. I get it. But 2 nights in a row, it's a hard thing to do. Even as a hardcore fan, it's hard to be excited for 2 nights. It really is.
I'm in, dude.
I understood for COVID. I understood when no fans were there and everything else. But I think what also hurts it is people want to go to Mania and you have to buy 2 tickets, 1 for each night.
Buy the one that you want, bro. But what
about last year? What about last year when you didn't know the Stone Cold match was going to be in night 2 until night 1? When they do stuff like that. You get what I'm saying? Dude, you get what I'm saying?
Kennedy McMahon. It's not a thing, I know, but...
Does what I'm saying make sense, though? Like, they have to generate more excitement for 2 nights of Mania because a lot of casual fans don't want to spend 2 nights of 2 days of their weekend.
I think you're thinking about it as if it's like going to be a weekly, monthly, reoccurring thing. Mania is the only
once a year
that they do. Is the only 2-night event that they do. So if you want to be a part of that weekend and want to experience everything that Mania and the WWE have to offer that weekend, you buy 2 tickets.
Oh, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong.
You don't be like, no, I want to do this on Mania weekend. No, if you're a wrestling fan, you buy both tickets.
You know what, Caleb, Brenna, whoever's in the chat, what do you guys think? Should it be 1 night, go back to 1 night, or should it be 2?
I think it should be 2. Two regular size, like 3.5, even if you want to do 4 hours a night.
Yeah, but what happens?
That is more doable than the back in the day when they used to do 2-hour pre-shows with bullshit cards that would be put on when the crowd isn't even filled out yet, and then they go all the way past midnight with Roman Reigns doing a freaking a bloody ass face spear F5, bro. Like, that is a draining experience.
So in the chat we have somebody who said 1 night. But okay, but they see the success over a few years at WrestleMania. And then they're like, SummerSlam's the next big pay-per-view. Maybe we should do a 2-night SummerSlam. And they're like, oh, the Big 4 should be 2 nights. Yeah, but that's
Hey, you're talking hypotheticals. I'm talking reality, bro. An 8-hour pay-per-view in one sitting is terrible. Is abysmal. Those are not rewatchable shows.
I disagree.
I strongly disagree with your disagreement. Because that is insane, bro. Last year, this was my experience. I only got 1 day off of work that weekend. I got the Sunday off so that I could watch the first night in the morning and then the second night later when it aired live. That was my experience, and I would much prefer to spread it out in any way I can. I would not. That is just an insane ask for your casual audience.
That's okay. Don't worry. A few years, I'm going to be main event in both nights. And then you can watch.
So you're in agreement that they're going to continue doing 2 nights?
Oh, they're going to...
Hey, guys!
No, they're going to continue it. I don't like it, but they're going to continue it.
Okay, well, there you go.
That was never the argument. I said I didn't like it. It makes them too much money to go back.
Exactly, but it's not that big of a deal. They're still putting on the same amount of time and show.
What I'm worried about is, and I can see this happening, and I'm sure you could too, to give everybody a chance. What if it's 2 nights at 8 hours a piece?
No, they would never do that. Not under Triple H. Would never do that. No.
I don't know.
That is not a thing.
I don't know.
The Raw format, the Raw length and runtime is a good pay-per-view length. They have not been. Just look at the track record of the previous pay-per-views in the last 6 months. They have been all under 4 hours, at least for the most part. I'm just like saying that, pulling that out of my ass.
I think tomorrow's going to be.
They have not been as long as they normally was.
Look
at how many matches are on this card, bro.
5.
This is a takeover.
Yeah, but the Mania matches themselves are about an hour apiece, and I think it's what?
Mania matches are an hour?
No, Rumble matches. I'm sorry, the Rumble matches are an hour apiece.
Okay.
And then
you got 3 matches to fill up. That is, like, at most half of Raw.
3.5 hours.
I think this goes under 4.
I think it goes under 4.
Yeah. What? It starts at 8. It's gonna end way before midnight, bro. Like 11:30, maybe.
Yeah.
Who knows? Again, who knows what a pitch black match is? That could be just like the match he had with Cena, where it was just a bunch of vignettes and bullcrap that lasted like 5 minutes. I hope not, but we don't know.
Okay, who do you think? So, what one of those surprise entrants do you think there's going to be? I think you and I both agree Matt Cardona is going to show up.
Oh, didn't I? I didn't say I didn't say that. Oh, my small surprises, bro. Edge and Zack Ryder, bro. Woo woo woo.
I don't think he comes as Zack Ryder. I think he comes as Matt Cardona.
I honestly don't really think it was.
I think Randy's coming back too.
Randy would be really cool. Randy and Big E are like up there and like I don't know, but it would be amazing if any of the two.
Can we both agree Edge is coming back?
Well, I mean, yeah. Edge is coming back. I mean, he was my small one. So
Yeah.
I just said it.
Well, I mean, like he's got to set up the Judgment Day feud because that's gonna be a Mania thing.
Yeah. Him and bro, like Finn feels like an afterthought, honestly.
I know.
With Rhea and Condom.
Them giving him the Cholo gimmick kills me. When he sat there and looked at the Usos, I was like, you don't understand what prison's like when they've actually been to prison.
They're like, really, Us?
Yeah. Like one of them was just in jail earlier this year.
Yeah. Tribal Chief bailed him out.
The amount they get away with for being in WWE, because most people I know, if they got as many DUIs as those two get, they'd be in jail and never have their license again.
Or they're Jeff Hardy, who doesn't have his license.
But he still gets DUIs anyway somehow. I don't know how that works. He's in rehab again, bro.
You think he shows up?
I don't think he ever steps foot back in WWE. I think he's gonna be done in I think he's soon to be done in AEW because he keeps getting too many DUIs. He's too much of a problem child. He's never gonna get over his stuff. He's never gonna get over it. They've given him so many opportunities to stop doing drugs, stop getting DUIs, and he just won't do it. He just won't do it. And it's sad.
Unfortunate, bro.
It's unfortunate, but it's a personal choice he makes. So he's never coming back. Who do you think the Forbidden Door entrant's going to be?
Well, I mean, Mickey James was the one I named.
Well, I mean, do you think there's going to be one for
Matt? I don't think Cardona signs.
I don't think he signs either. But I mean, do we see somebody that's actively in AEW or New Japan or Impact in the men's Rumble?
Definitely not AEW.
You don't think so?
No. Jay White.
Number 30 hits. It goes quiet. Cult of Personality starts playing.
Dude, give it up.
It's not gonna happen, especially with Triple H in charge. It's not gonna happen.
Give it up. Bro, if he comes back, he puts Punk at 29. Triple H comes out at 30, just to eliminate him.
I would say that if Triple H wouldn't have almost died earlier this year.
Bro, I think he would risk it just to put this Punk in place.
Because I know there's a lot of people that say he's going to come back, and I don't think he's going to, but if he did, the only place they should realistically put him is as the gatekeeper at NXT.
Punk as a gatekeeper for NXT?
Yes.
So you're saying he's as much worth as Dolph?
Hold on. Dolph Ziggler is an amazing performer. Don't disrespect my boy.
Punk level at all. Ring, but star power,
Oh, star power, no. No. But
Exactly. So putting him at the same level as Ziggler is an insult to Punk.
yeah, but give him the NXT championship and make him the gatekeeper.
Dude, he does not need that. He doesn't need any of that.
Yeah. He also doesn't need a WWE championship run either. He's old.
So I'm not really.
He's broken.
Yeah.
He should have stayed retired. In all honesty, he should have stayed retired.
This is a discussion for another time. But,
I mean, we're done with the Royal Rumble predictions.
We are.
We can just start talking wrestling now because that was part of what we're gonna do.
But how long you want to go for that? I just want to know.
I could go like. My boy's gonna be here at about noon my time, and I mean,
Still get some time, man.
he said he'd hop on and just talk a little bit with us. So I mean, we got time. I mean, there's a million things to talk about. Like, how does this? Like, I don't think Sammy wins, and here's why.
Okay, but hold on. Before you say that, I think you should give a natural conclusion to this.
So I think
End it.
Cody wins. Points up at the Mania sign, and the stuff goes off. There, happy ending.
Okay.
And then I meet him on Sunday, and I talk to him, tell him, hey yo, when we have our WrestleMania match, bro.
Right. So I meant like end this portion of the stream.
Yeah.
So that possibly you could cut it and have this as a separate video, so that if we go on longer, it's not a 2-hour stream.
Yeah. That's the Royal Rumble predictions. You saw my well, they weren't predictions, mine were spoilers. You're gonna take that money, go to FanDuel, put all of it on all of my picks, come back and share the winnings with me. That's what all you need to do. Put your life savings on a one parlay with all my picks, and you're gonna win mad money. And remember to give the royalties here. John tried his best.
Well, hold on. In my defense, we have all the same winners. So it just comes down to the point placement of each match. You have 1 point for the men's Rumble. I got 4. Those are like the 2 big differences right there.
Did we pick all the same winners?
I got Cody, I got Roman, I got Bray, I got Bianca, and I got Rhea. It comes down to just to the points now, and of course the Rumble. I
want everybody in the chat to notice how he had me go first at all of the predictions.
I want the chat to know that this is Tyler Shade's channel.
It is.
I gave him the pleasure to go first.
He wanted to know who was going to win so he could. But no, I genuinely like.
Let the record say that it was all at the top of his head, and I had notes since this morning. So.
No, I think those are the things that those are the ones that make the most sense. Genuinely,
he's smart.
Yeah, like those make the most sense, and those are
the most sense. And just like once you get into the individual Rumble bonus points and all that, I'm just going for like a fun balls to the wall Rumble.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have fun no matter if I'm wrong.
I'm having fun because I'm gonna be there.
That is right.
Floor seats and everything.
I would love to go to a Rumble.
Floor seats. It's gonna be great. I can't wait to be a part of that 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 countdown.
Ooh, fucking 60 times, bro.
58. No, 56.
Okay. Well, yeah. Okay. Pardon me.
Ooh. Okay. So yeah, that's a good place to end this portion. So I think a good thing to talk about next is what I think the implications are going to be. Like, because I genuinely don't think Sammy wins, because I think him and Roman are going to face for the belt at Elimination Chamber.
Roman versus Sammy at Elimination Chamber.
Because it's in Sammy's hometown. It would make sense.
Right. Do you see some bull crappery? Now play around with me for a little bit. Sammy wins the Rumble, and Roman demands that he uses his spot for Elimination Chamber, and that's how we get around to it. Like, he gets the big pop at Rumble, but Roman demands the title match to be at Elimination Chamber and he beats him, and then we can move on to a different, like the runner-up being Cody or some shit. That sounds horrible. Now that I say it out loud, I don't want that to happen, but that's some Vince crap I could have seen happen.
If Sammy wins, his final test could be relinquish your Royal Rumble winner spot.
Damn, that's dark.
No, just like give it up. Prove that you want to be a part of this family, you want to be part of the bloodline. Just give it up, and then they have a tournament. Or that's what the Elimination Chamber is, to see who gets that main event spot. I don't see it happening, but I think that would make the most sense if that were to happen.
They do crap like that. I hate when a briefcase is defended in a match. I hate when opportunities are thrown on the line like a belt. It makes the opportunity, it makes the win, it cheapens it a little bit and makes it seem like a gimmick when they do stuff like that. So I'm not a fan of when they do that, and I kind of don't hope that they do that.
I don't think they're gonna do it.
Yeah.
I do think they're gonna find some way to have Roman and Sami face at Elimination Chamber, and then that leads into Sami and whoever winning the tag titles at Mania.
Right. Yeah. I think those are. I think that's the match, bro. I think that's the match. You gotta have the split be around Elimination Chamber, and then Sami comes crawling back to KO, and you get the big emotional betrayal of Sami Zayn, like booting him from the place. But there's gonna be a long-term thing because it took so long for Jay to get good with him. That's gonna be where the real meat and potatoes are.
What I want to know is, how are they going to split up the titles?
So I'm not in favor of them having Roman defend separately. You know why? Because they haven't done that his entire run. So doing that all of a sudden, I feel like it cheapens the person who wins the second title. If
it does, because they're not getting Roman at 100%.
Yeah, and it seems like if Roman loses both, that means he didn't give it 100% because I'm only gonna lose one. Like he won the WWE belt second. That was only last year, right?
Yeah, that was at Mania last year when he won it for Brock.
Yeah. So, which is crazy. We were thinking the other day, do they count his title reign for both? Because they're separate belts still.
Yes.
Okay, so his 800 plus 900, almost 900 day reign is for the Universal belt, which breaks nobody's records.
I do not see Roman walking away from Mania as champion.
No, and definitely, I think he loses both at the same time to the same person.
I don't think so.
I think via the draft or something, then that winner will relinquish one of their belts. I think Cody wins both and relinquishes the Universal belt because he doesn't give a fuck about the Universal.
He just wants the WWE belt.
Exactly.
Bring back Big Gold,
bro. Like we said the other day, Big Gold, and then the other one that came after the big winged eagle. That's my favorite one. Just tighten up a little bit. Put the new logo of the WWE on there. Maybe change the font of champion. And bro,
Big Gold is the best belt. I love Big Gold.
I do respect your.
I'm actually going to the Rumble with Big Gold today.
Okay, I respect your decision to say that. However, I have a slightly unpopular opinion about Big Gold.
Which is?
It's just a big gold piece of crap.
Everybody in the comments, shame John right now, please.
Bro, it's just like it's got a beautiful design to it. Once you put it up close to your fucking face,
it's a simple and a grand design.
Bro, but from afar, it looks plain. I like when they put the little world on that shit. I like when they have a little black ribbon that goes across that says champion in gold letters. A little something, bro. They had the little red jewels on it. Which is cool. It's just not my favorite belt. It is still a very beautiful looking belt. I lean towards other belts first. That's just me. It's crazy. You know what? I didn't really like the popular Intercontinental design, the one that Cody got the white strap for and everything.
The OG?
I never liked that one as a kid. Yeah, I never liked that one as a kid. I liked the oval shaped one that Umaga had.
Yeah.
That was my favorite growing up, but then I've leaned back because that white strap looks dope, and I want to get that for myself.
I think my favorite was the old SmackDown tag team titles.
And those, and then the second Raw ones.
Yeah.
Right before they combined and made the penny shits.
Yeah.
Those were top tier belts.
They do look like pennies, don't they?
The new ones are.
The OG, U.S. title.
Like the
one before Austin Theory changed it.
So like the only other design. There's only been 3.
Right? It's not the spinner.
Yeah. Like the one, yeah.
That's the best one.
It's all small and cute. I liked it. I liked it because it had red and blue on it. So yeah. But the New Japan one's pretty nice too.
Do you think? Oh, here's a question. Do you think Ray and Dominic had the match at Mania?
I mean, you could, but they're on different brands, so they're not. I mean, they can meet in the Rumble, and they could start building towards it now, I guess. If they don't, then I don't think they should, because it would seem a little rushed. I think you could do something. You said Judgment Day and someone else can feud.
I think it's going to be Edge.
Oh, Edge and Finn probably.
Well, Edge, AJ, Ray, and Beth versus Dominic, Finn, Damien, and Rhea.
Well, Rhea wins the Rumble, so she's not going to participate.
2 nights, baby.
He's not going to wrestle twice. Roman most likely wrestle twice, but like I think a 6-man, if whatever you were going at, possibly a 6-man, maybe for even Elimination Chamber they might do that. I see more singles matches because there's 2 nights. You could split that.
Yeah, I can see that. I think maybe Rhea versus Beth happens at Chamber. I could see that.
When she hasn't had a singles match in forever.
Who?
Beth. She's only did like 2 tag things with Edge.
Yeah, well, she was in the Rumble last year.
Yeah,
that's not a singles match.
She's protected by everything.
Yeah.
You can literally roll out and just stay by ringside the entire match if you're a legend. And yeah, bro, that could be what Rock does to get into the Final 4. He's actually not in ring shape, so he just lays by freaking Michael Cole's feet.
Yeah, the I'm not in shape for WrestleMania. You're acting like you couldn't get in shape in 3 months because he's acting like he's going to be on weekly television. He's not. He could join the Rumble, set up the feud, and then get into shape in 3 months. Like, it's not. He can do it. With especially. That's why I think it's just such a crock of shit what he said and how that got reported as like gospel that he's not going to be there because he's not in shape, because it's not true.
I don't believe it. It comes across as a little disingenuous, but not like I'm mad at them for saying that. I feel like they're trying to play us.
Well, like, here's the funny thing is that you and I were both in agreement that The Rock wasn't going to be there for the longest time.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm still kind of against, if it's a night 1, night 2 for Roman, if he fights both nights, then you can have a Rock match for the first night. I don't think that's Roman's one match.
No.
With Rock.
No, but I mean, like,
I don't care to see it.
No, what I was saying is, like, it was hilarious how you and I were both like, he's not going to be there, and now you and I are both like, he's going to be there. Like
guys, they're selling his shirts, bro.
No, like, the amount of Rock merch they had was wild.
Like, if you're going to buy anything.
Well, like, at the last...
Austin Theory merch before Rock?
At the last show I went to, they had 1 or 2 things for The Rock. but there was a ton of it there. Same thing with Cena. You can always buy Cena merch. You can't always buy the towels and the armbands and stuff, and they had that there. So I'm like, Cena's gonna be there. They had a ton of Stone Cold merch, more than normal, and like it's when they have this more than normal merch, I'm like, oh. And then it's The Rock saying, oh, I'm not gonna be there because I'm not in shape. It's like, sure. You know what I mean?
A bunch of lies from Dwayne.
Yeah, it's just that type of stuff where like, you're like, I know you guys want to hide it and have it be a surprise, but it's just so hard. Now, mind you, if he doesn't show up, they got me, and they got both of us.
Yeah.
But
that's why I only put like 1 point. I only have him towards 1 point, really.
Well, I think he's gonna be like. I don't know.
If you don't show up, I lose 1 point. If he doesn't show up for you, you lose 2 because you put nothing for 2 things.
It's okay. There's just like Stone Cold, same way. Like he's been showing he's getting into shape because he did not like the match he had last year because he looked like shit, and he wants to have a better one.
It's just crazy to me, bro. I thought he looked really good.
You could tell he was old. You could tell he was old.
Not the best performance, but dude, getting up and being able to continue after getting suplexed on concrete, bro.
Yeah.
Like, looking at that winded me. Like, I can't.
You can look at. I was about to say. I'm sure you watch people run the ropes and you get winded.
Oh, I mean, dude, I look at Claudio Castagnoli with the spins, dude. I'm out.
That makes me dizzy. Just watching it makes me dizzy.
Bro, when people got mad that Jericho tapped out of that, bro, I would tap out, bro. I'm like, no, stop. That was so unique. When I heard that, I was like, that's interesting. And I was like, I kind of don't like that. Wait. No, I would tap out too. What
a lot of people don't understand is when you're spinning like that and then he just throws you, you come to an abrupt stop and it fucks you up. Like it really does.
Mm-hmm. So I kind of loved the idea of that finish. I didn't actually see it play. I didn't watch that episode or that pay-per-view match or whatever, but I think that was a cool, innovative finish.
Jericho shows up at the Rumble. Watch.
No, he's not. No, are you kidding me? Literally everybody in AEW is off limits.
I don't know, because they were
finally let Billy Gunn show.
The bat. You're not the guy. That shit was so funny on Raw 30.
Yeah, that was funny.
I just wanted to be a part of DX. That was hilarious. I feel like if there's anybody that could come from AEW, it would be Chris Jericho, and that's only because he has such a good relationship with everybody. I don't see it happening, but he's the only one I feel like would have a shot.
I don't think Tony Khan would allow that. I don't even think
Tony Khan shot himself in the foot earlier this year because they were in talks with Triple H and them. And then he just dogged Hunter. And you can't do that if you don't have a business relationship.
I mean, yeah. It is what it is. I think they're doing their own thing, which is cool. I think it definitely benefits AEW more than WWE at this point. I think it does.
I think so too.
They don't need it, so they gotta bring something to the table that entices Paul. But look, I don't want to go into conspiracy theory, but Vince is looming, and I think he will still prevent things from happening.
I don't think so. I don't think. I
strongly think he's gonna prevent, in some way, shape, or form, Sammy main eventing against Roman.
I don't think he can get involved. With the lawsuits. I don't think he's gonna touch anything.
I don't know. I'm more skeptical than going into Mania thinking that Cody was gonna show up and thinking, oh, it's just gonna be dashing Cody Rhodes. This is more skepticism than I've ever felt in recent years.
I was shocked when it came out as American Nightmare.
You know, that was a really dope moment. I was proud of Vince for a hot minute for letting that happen, because
there was too much money.
He was
too much money.
He was brushing off that dashing Cody Rhodes jacket. He was about to give it to that boy, baby boy. Put this on real quick.
Cody is just such an impressive. Like, when you get to that level of stardom, you like Adam Cole when he came to NXT. Had the same gimmick as he did on the Indies, and everybody knew who he was, and everybody thought they were going to change it, but he was too big of a star. AJ Styles, like, there are these certain guys, when they get that big, you can't change it. AJ was the big one. Like, everybody thought that he would have to change his name, and he didn't when he came.
Bro, imagine, bro. What the fuck would his name be?
I don't think AJ would have joined if he would have had to do that.
Here comes BJ Stylistic.
Oh, BJ Stylistic.
Ellen Styles, bro.
Ellen Styles. No.
Ellen. No, his name would have been AJ, spelled out like AJAY.
Oh, the dumb way?
Yeah. They would have called him Ajax.
Ajax.
Yeah, dude. I'm excited for the Rumble, bro. It's one of those pizza wings types of nights. It's gonna be dope.
It's gonna be fun.
Take some pictures. Lure around the production trucks after the show and try to meet somebody. That's what I did. I was in the like downtown area of our city when they were last time AEW was in town, and I was there for jury duty that I didn't even have to freaking do, so it was a waste of 8 hours going down there. Yeah, really annoying. But on my lunch break, they gave us like an hour and a half or something. I went downtown, literally like right across is that arena, and bro, like the production trucks lined up. I had to wait a little bit because nobody was there yet. Nobody arrived to the town yet, but they lined up. I think I had pictures taken. I met Wardlow. I met the Butcher and the Bunny. Which I feel so terrible. Which one is the Butcher and Bunny?
I don't watch AEW like that no more.
Okay.
AEW lost my interest a long time ago.
Well, I want to say it's the Blade because the Butcher. I think the one with the mustache is the Butcher.
I think
he
so.
Looks like a butcher, and he looks like he butchers things. So I'm gonna say the other one is the Blade, and I met Bunny. Then who was the other one I met? Justin Roberts, one of the best commentator of all time. Or announcer, I mean.
Wrong.
Announcer, bro.
Lillian Garcia.
The best women's announcer.
He's not so.
Dude.
He's not even the.
This is the point where you don't at me.
Howard Finkel. You think he's better than the Fink?
The best modern day.
Oh yeah, you have to keep doing it because he's good, but he's not the best.
So like nitpicky, I think Howard Finkel announces The Rock better than Justin Roberts. I hate when
You want to know who announces better than Justin Roberts modern day?
Who?
Paul Heyman.
He announces one guy.
Yeah, and it's still better than anything Justin Roberts does.
Okay, it's the best that anyone does for Brock Lesnar. Period. It's the best that anyone does for Brock Lesnar. Justin Roberts is the best of them all. Everyone had, like, of course, Tony Chimmel, best one to do Edge. Yeah, and he's the best. Justin Roberts, best announcer for all. Lillian Garcia is candy to your ears. No ands or buts about that.
Notice how when he's wrong that he has to keep changing the stipulations because it started off with he's the best ever, and then he's the best modern day, and then he's not the best for these guys are, but he's better than them and other people.
Everybody has bro, what's the dude Ricardo who did Alberto Del Rio?
Yeah.
Nobody does Alberto but him. Everyone has like it's like their valet, but like some people have their unintentional. Like they didn't mean to get that. Like Tony Chimel wasn't Edge's valet. He just happened to say and announce him the best in history. But no, I don't. I'll give some critique for Justin Roberts. I don't like how he says The Rock. He was like the Rock. Don't like it.
Justin Roberts is just. Justin Roberts is just. He's mid.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
That's an insult. I'm gonna tell him you said that because we're friends now. I'm gonna tell him you said that.
Oh, go ahead, tell him.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
I'll get him in the ring and I'll beat him down, and then I'll make him admit that he's mid.
You gonna put him in the Claudio swing?
No, absolutely not. Put him in a rear naked under the Kimura.
Damn.
Hey, I don't play.
I mean, I just like the way the guy says names, bro. Like you took it so personal.
It's when you say he's the best. I took that personally.
Okay, I will track back. You could say I'm backtracking a little bit. He's my favorite. Fine.
There, that's fair. That's a fair statement. But to say he's the best was where you went way overboard.
Hey. Damn. I still don't think Lillian's better than him. I don't think anybody is better than him. But it's your subjective opinion to say that he's not the best. I think
you don't think Howard Finkel's better than him?
Bring the Finks into this, bro.
You said nobody that you were like, I don't think anybody's better than him. Really? And then as soon as I say it, you're like, don't bring him into this. Bruce Buffer. You don't think Bruce Buffer is better than him?
Bro, that's a different sport.
He's done the Rumble a couple times at Madison Square Garden.
That was his brother.
No, Bruce has done it too. Bruce has done it too.
Where?
Yes.
When?
2008 at the Royal Rumble. Bruce Buffer, because they were in Madison Square Garden.
Sir, I think you're mistaken.
Am I?
I think you are.
Probably not. Let me look.
But he has a brother who does boxing, bro. And that was him. Michael Buffer. No. Let's get ready to rumble.
It's the same person.
Wow. I'm gonna tell Mike you said that.
Yeah, because you talk to Mike all the time.
I know, bro. I was there watching Mayweather and McGregor, the only boxing thing I've ever seen.
I didn't even I watched it, but I wasn't super happy with it, so I don't.
So boring, bro. So boring. Nothing happened. I just watched a UFC fighter gas himself in a different sport for 12 rounds.
Hold on. The fact that he went 12 rounds was pretty impressive.
No, I'll scratch that. I saw a UFC fighter gas himself in a different sport for 3 rounds. He was gassed very early on.
Yeah,
and
but
the rest was boring. And then I saw another man who's supposedly a legend in that sport dance with the other man. They were dancing.
Yeah, McGregor. I still think they stopped the fight too early, and McGregor won. And McGregor should have won, but
I personally don't think. I think it should just be put him in for 3 rounds, bro. What is this 12-round bullcrap?
Throw him in the octagon next. I want to see Floyd try to do that dancing shit in the octagon.
Bro, he would be hugging him against the cage and everything.
Yeah, but if you're hugging against the cage, Connor can pick him up and throw him.
But watch him just hold on to the cage. I don't know. I don't care about that stuff. It blows my mind, how those sports, who some people will say are more real than professional wrestling, are not appealing to me in the slightest. I can, bro, a really good fight in UFC, I can get invested in. But some of these fights where they're just dancing, afraid to hit each other or afraid to get hit.
It's
sport. Take a hit, bro. Make it
professional wrestling is a tougher sport physically than boxing or MMA.
And I believe it, and it's an infinitely more entertaining sport.
Yes.
Even when it pisses me off.
I'm just waiting for a comment to argue with what I just said, so I can explain to them why they're wrong.
I'd rather get pissed off at professional wrestling than sit there bored watching anything else.
Professional wrestlers are.
No, I'm not a sports guy. I don't watch any other sports because nothing does that. Nothing gives me that adrenaline rush like seeing guys in underwear.
Don't say it like that. Don't say that.
I mean, what it is.
Yeah.
Clipped out, but don't care because wrestling's my life. I like it.
Oh, we've been going for about an hour and 45 minutes, John.
A hot minute. We've been going for a hot minute here.
Yeah. I think we're gonna end it here.
That sounds like a plan. Where can
Oh, never mind. Never mind. Caleb's coming in because he wants to argue with me.
Oh no.
He drove all the way to my house to argue with me, so I can tell him that professional wrestling is a more is
he the guy you're going with?
Yeah. I can explain to him why professional wrestling is tougher than MMA is.
I mean, like, yeah, they fight a couple times a year because they endure crazy injuries. However, professional wrestlers have very dangerous maneuvers that they put on.
Well, not only that,
5 times a week.
They're actively getting hit consistently. They're consistently taking bumps. They're consistently, getting punched in the face. They're getting kicked. They're getting hit with weapons. All of these things. That's not available, and they do it 300 times a year when at best most people fight 2 or 3 times a year. Uh-oh, my dogs are going crazy.
That's crazy.
Give me 1 sec.
Someone has arrived. Yeah, guys. Let us know in the chat. What did you think about our Royal Rumble predictions? Did you disagree? I mean, we both said the same. We have the same. The same. It's just gonna come down to the prop bets, the bonus points for each individual Rumble. So, I'm looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to kicking his butt in the predictions. It's Caleb.
So this is Caleb.
What's up?
Would you like to give your rebuttal to what John said?
I don't remember what he said.
To what I said, I thought he was rebuttaling you.
Well, he is also going to rebuttal me, but so John was here.
All about the one night shit?
Tell him what. Ask John what he said.
What did you say?
I was asking Tyler what I said. Was it about the one night WrestleMania?
I think it was about UFC.
Well, you said the thing. I didn't say that that wrestling was more grueling than the UFC, but I did agree with what he said. So that's an argument against Tyler.
I'm gonna say one thing. Fuck John Jones.
Here's my Here's my rebuttal to why professional wrestling is.
I gotta go grab some stuff. I'll be right back.
No, just stay here 1 second. Here's my rebuttal. A professional wrestler has a better record against John Jones than any MMA fighter.
Matt Riddle.
Yeah, it is Matt Riddle. Matt Riddle is the only person to have a winning record against John Jones.
Really?
Yeah.
He's lost once.
Matt Riddle beat John Jones twice.
Oh, but he's only lost twice to him?
Uh-huh.
Oh, wow. I did not know that.
Yeah. Mind you, it was in...
Didn't he have like a win revoked or some shit?
Oh, he's been caught cheating so many times.
That's great. I remember because my dad's more into it, so if anything, I'm watching it with him and like his friends. They get so into it, and it was a John Jones and Cormier fight.
Yeah,
it was a pretty dope fight, a great story. I could tell. I was into the fight, and then they were like, "Yo, he's back. He just beat him for the belt," and then I think that was the match that they revoked. Which is unfortunate.
Hey, don't do PEDs. That easy.
And then he called out. I think he called out Brock Lesnar that night. It was that night. He called out Brock Lesnar. And then another night, Lesnar came out.
Bork Laser. Okay, yeah. He just got here. Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up.
Where can the fine folk find Tyler Shade?
I'm on Instagram. I'm on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. Tyler Shade. Where can they find you, John?
Y'all can find me in the exact same places as Tyler Shade. John Ortolaza, no spaces, JONORTOLAZA. Or you can subscribe to my channel, The Hez Project, where I will be returning very shortly about movies, movie reviews, TV show reactions, all that jazz. It's gonna be fun. I love YouTube. It's a nice warm blanket. And I'm here. I'm glad to be here with Tyler Shade, the world heavyweight champion from WCW. A worthless title.
I'm going to be adding our socials.
Is that the undisputed bro? That's a nice fucking title.
This is the Brock Lesnar version.
Oh, what the? What?
Yeah. I'm going to be adding our socials into the description at the bottom,
Yes.
so everybody can find us.
We will be coming back for some more.
We will be doing more live streams. I'd like to do, if you're down for it, I'd like to do like pay-per-view live streams where we're watching it and talking about it at the time.
Not tonight.
No, not tonight. I'm gonna be at the show, John.
Of course. Yeah. Right. I was thinking about myself again.
All right. I'm sure.
fun, guys.
I'm sure it was a pleasure you to see me. I'm sure we'll
I see
talk.
too much. I see
Okay.
too much. Leave a like, y'all.
Yeah.
Subscribe and turn on notify bells. All your notify bells to see more of this man wherever I'm pointing.
Fucking forgot how heavy this one was.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you for